Okay. Hi everyone and welcome to a new day in TV Doctor. Today we have a very special guest. We are going to talk about different types of this and their symptoms and say hi to Joaquin.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here and for invitation, Brian.
Don't worry about it. Let's start with the interview. My first question is that a lot of people are confusing the flu with the coronavirus. So I did like to know the difference between these both and also I did like to get an advice.
Okay, the best advice that I can give you is to take the PCR to be 100% sure that obviously you don't have COVID or the virus.
You're right. Thanks for the advice. Now guys, you heard the doctor.
Then, as you know, the symptoms are very similar, but first you have to be sure that you don't have been in contact with a person who has COVID. And all we know that COVID-19 symptoms, but the most common are the headache, the sore throat, you have fever, you have body ache, and you can stop sneezing. And I know that obviously this depends on each person. So
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And what is your recommendation to a person who has COVID with these symptoms?
if the person rests for the time in which the virus is cured, he will feel better in a few weeks.
And if a person has several symptoms, what they have to do? Because, as you said before, all the people are different.
Well, in that case, the person has to go to the hospital to stay in intensive care unit, for a few or for a couple of weeks, and check his or her progress.
Okay, now the other question is which food should people who had COVID not consume?
Okay, about that, people have to avoid those that are fried or sweetened or salt. Don't include pre-cooked or fast food, as they are high in fat and sugar. And don't leave out the menestras and include them in second soups or salads.
You are right, say for the advice, doctor. Okay, the next question, doctor, is how should older adults take care of their health? This question is a little bit because I have uh, older family members in my home, and I would like to know.
Okay, older people are at risk of becoming infected and developing more severe forms of the disease. But for this reason, it is recommended that families that have an older adult at home, uh, yeah, don't go out many times.
Now, what about uh, the smokers? People who smoke have more complication if they contract COVID.
Yes, you are right, sir. Data shows that when compared to never smoking, cigarette smoking increased the risk of more severe sickness from COVID 19, which could result in, yeah, in hospitalization.
Ground, sir. Well, to all smokers who are watching the channel, you heard the doctor. Next question. In the early of this pandemic, the people thought uh, that they would be cured taking antibiotics, which leads me to the next question. Are effective antibiotics to prevent or treat COVID?
No, I don't think so. Antibiotics doesn't work against viruses. They only work on bacterial infections, and also antibiotics doesn't prevent or treat the COVID-19 because COVID-19 is caused by a virus and not a bacteria. So
Oh, yeah, that has a lot of sense. Great answer between. What I heard by word of mouth that there are a lot of people that doesn't believe in this virus and they think this is fake. My question is, if you can give them an advice or recommendation, what it will be?
Okay, they might as well take care and be very cautious with their opinion on social media, of course, because this is not fake. Also, you have to be very respectful with the people who really, really lost someone in this pandemic, you know.
How do I report COVID vaccine side effects? This question is one of the more requested.
Okay, if you experience a severe allergic reaction or any life-threatening symptoms such as trouble breathing, call 911 or go to the nearest hospital. That's my recommendation.
Should I purchase personal protective equipment such as face mask or 94 or N95 respirators for me and my family? I have listened that the best mask is the N95, but I have seen that the N95 mask is more used by workers.
No. Surgical mask and 95 need to be reserved for use by healthcare workers. And surgical mask and 95 are critical supplies that must continue to be reserved for healthcare workers and other medical first responders as recommended in science.
Will there be drug shortages due to COVID?
Outbreak would likely impact the medical products supply chain, including potential disruptions to supply or shortage of critical medical products here in Peru.
Okay, well, people, we are done with this session. Doctor, thank you so much for your support.
I'm happy to have been able to help you.
Okay, thanks for the advice. Bye, doctor.
Bye.